Can your landlord charge you for cleaning after you move out? The answer is sometimes, but not every cleaning charge is legal. And a landlord cannot just write cleaning fee on a deduction sheet and automatically keep your money. There is a big difference between real cleaning caused by the tenant and routine turnover cleaning the landlord should expect between renters. So in this video, I'm going to explain when cleaning charges may be legitimate, when they may be worth fighting, what proof your landlord should have, and why timing matters. Quick disclaimer, this is legal information, not legal advice. Security deposit laws vary by state, so always check your own state's rules. Here is the basic rule. A landlord may be able to deduct for cleaning if the rental was left dirtier than normal. For example, trash left behind, food in the refrigerator, grease-covered stove, pet waste, moldy bathroom grime, heavy dirt, stains, or debris, personal belongings abandoned in the unit. That kind of cleaning may be legitimate because it goes beyond ordinary move-out turnover. But ordinary cleaning between tenants is different. Landlords normally clean units before a new tenant moves in. That is part of running a rental property, sole property. So the question is not, did the landlord clean? The question is, did the tenant leave the place so dirty that a deduction from the security deposit was justified? That is the key distinction. Here are a few examples of cleaning charges that may not be legit and may be worth fighting. Number 1, the landlord charged a flat cleaning fee no matter what. If the lease says something like a $300 cleaning fee to be automatically deducted from deposit, that may be a problem in some states. Security deposit deductions generally need to be tied to actual damage, unpaid rent, or actual costs, not automatic punishment. Number 2, the landlord charged for normal turnover cleaning such as vacuuming, light dusting, wiping counters, mopping a floor that was already reasonably clean. Cleaning because the landlord wants the place perfect for the next tenant. That's usually not the tenant's job to pay for unless the tenant left the unit unusually dirty. Number 3, the landlord charged for cleaning that was already needed when you moved in. If the oven was dirty when you moved in, they should not charge you for cleaning the oven when you move out. That is why move-in photos matter. Number 4, the landlord charged for vague cleaning with no detail. A deduction that simply says, cleaning, $500 is a red flag. Cleaning what? Who cleaned it? When? How many hours? What was dirty? Was there an invoice? Were there photos? A vague charge is easier to challenge than a specific documented one. Number 5, the charge seems inflated. If the landlord kept $700 for cleaning a small apartment, but provides no invoice, no photos, and no explanation, that should raise questions. The landlord generally has to justify the amount. They do not get to invent a number. This is where many tenants give up too soon. They see the deduction list and think, well, I guess that's it. No, a deduction list is not proof by itself. If your landlord claims they spent money cleaning the unit, ask, did they show an invoice? Did they show a receipt? Did they show before and after photos? Did they identify what needed cleaning? Did they explain why the cleaning was beyond normal turnover? Did the amount match the work? If the landlord says they paid a cleaner, there should usually be some kind of invoice or receipt. If the landlord cleaned it themselves, they may still need to justify the time, the rate, and what work was actually done. And if they have no photos, no invoice, no receipt, and just a vague line item, that may be a weak deduction. The landlord usually has the burden of proving that the deduction was legitimate. Now let's talk about what tenants should do before moving out. Take photos. Take more photos than you think you need. Take photos of every room, floors, walls, bathroom, toilet, tub, sinks, kitchen counters, stove, oven, refrigerator, closets, windowsills, inside cabinets. Take a video walkthrough too. Say the date out loud in the video. Show the keys being returned if you can. Why does this matter? Because if your landlord later says, the unit was filthy, you can show what it actually looked like when you left. Photos do not have to be perfect, but they are powerful. And if you already moved out and did not take photos, don't panic. You may still have a case, especially if the landlord missed the deadline, failed to itemize properly, or has no proof of the cleaning charge. Now here's a huge point many tenants miss. Timing matters. Most states give landlords a specific deadline after move-out to return the security deposit or send a written itemized deduction notice. That deadline might be 14 days, 21 days, 30 days, 45 days. It depends on the state. But if the landlord sends the deduction notice after the deadline, that may be a serious problem. In some states, a late deduction notice can mean the landlord loses the right to deduct at all. So even if the landlord claims the cleaning charge was valid, ask this first. When did I move out and return possession? What is my state's deadline? When did the landlord send the itemized deduction list? Was it on time? If the deduction notice came late, that may be one of the strongest reasons to fight the charge. And if the notice is absurdly late, like more than 3 months, that can trigger 2 times or 3 times damages in states that award damages. Do not skip the deadline question. Sometimes the timeline matters more than the cleaning. So, can your landlord charge you for cleaning after you move out? Yes, if you left the place unusually dirty and the charge is reasonable and documented. But no, they should not charge you for routine turnover cleaning, vague cleaning fees, inflated charges, or cleaning that was not caused by your tenancy. And they should not get away with a late deduction notice just because they wrote cleaning on a piece of paper. If your landlord kept your deposit for cleaning, look at 4 things. Was the unit actually dirty beyond normal use? Did they provide photos or proof? Did they show an invoice or receipt? Did they send the deduction notice before your state's deadline? Those 4 questions can tell you a lot. In the comments, I'll post a link to a free AI security deposit case assessment that walks through these exact issues. It checks your state's deadline, looks at the deductions, and helps you see whether your situation has strong indicators worth pursuing. You can find it at landlordkeptmydeposit.com. Again, this is legal information, not legal advice, but do not assume a cleaning charge is valid just because your landlord wrote it down. Sometimes cleaning is legitimate. Sometimes it is normal turnover, and sometimes it is exactly the kind of deduction tenants should fight.